Good afternoon, everyone. Today I'm working on... Sorry, there are people outside making noise on the sidewalk. And my window's slightly open. Anyway, today, full deck challenge number 19. The prompt was weaving. So, of course, as usual, I have prepped my background ahead of time because nobody wants to see me awkwardly trying to paper weave for any amount of time. I put this together when my daughter was over visiting yesterday while she was talking to me. These are a bunch of different papers that I've made on my jelly plate. I was just trying to stick to sort of a color theme. Yeah, so the background is a vintage book. And then I put the paper weave on and I tore some of it off and then I put some gesso on just to kind of do something different. I didn't want it to just be the weave. Anyway. And then I put a little bit of matte medium on it so that it wouldn't snag at some point. All right, so my carryover last week's, you remember, was this junk card. So my carryover is going to be this background paper. I don't know if you can see it. It says, please recycle envelope. Anyway, I have a piece of it that I'm going to add. Yes, please recycle this envelope. But I'm going to use it as a... And then, of course, I'll be bringing in my labels, my normal. I've already put weave on one of them because that seems to be something I'm carrying over to every one of these too, is on the label I'm putting what I'm doing. All right, so I'm just gonna stack some stuff on here. I had kind of an idea of where I wanted to go with this. This morning on Shinooki, she said the next one is paper dolls, and I'm not sure how I'm feeling about that because although I just realized I have a book of vintage paper dolls, but I think they're cats. And then I have a vintage paper doll book. These are things I got at estate sales of Princess Diana and Prince Charles from back in like the 80s. And I wasn't quite sure I was ever going to do anything with that. But maybe this is the time to whip one of those paper dolls out for next week. Using glue today because of the weaving. I don't think glue sticks are going to stick on here too well. And then I was going to put these mushrooms on, but I'm afraid this glue is going to show through it, so maybe I'll just do it on the mushroom part of it and hope that it is invisible. It's kind of a little mushroom themed. I liked the colors with the colors of the paper I used. And then this one's going to go down here. This is what I imagined was going to happen. Just kind of layering it up. I haven't done any kind of paper weaving like that since I was a child, so back in the dark ages. I don't know, if you grew up in the US, I mean, it could have been other countries too, but when we had art class, we would always do paper weaving as one of the lessons. We would take these big strips of construction paper and make these weavings. So, but I don't know if other countries ever did that. Sometimes I think that they probably did cooler things than we did. I'm just gonna ink this up a little bit with some vintage photo just so it's not so white. It's gonna be mostly covered up, but I was gonna use this to put my other I was gonna do some more stacking, maybe layering. Something like that. And then I have another mushroom, but the mushroom does not seem to fit now. Maybe if I just did that and the mushroom up here. I'm trying to work in another mushroom. Because I already had a mushroom. Maybe if I just put a little bit of this up here. And maybe I need to put this like this because there's two. Oh, okay. I think maybe I like that a little bit better. I feel like I don't want that much of the white paper to show. Wow, that stuck fast. I don't know, technically the prompt is paper weave, but sometimes I don't have the space to put the whole word on there. So it was just kind of, I'm really only putting these on here to remind me later on what the prompt was. Because I feel like as we go, stuff gets more and more, like this one has a lot of stuff going on it. And at some other point, I'll have to be able to remember that it was the weaving that this one was and not using orange or whatever color. And this one is 19. I can't believe that we are already almost 20 weeks into this year. Like, the next one is 20. I mean, this year is just flying by. Like, can you even see what I'm doing there? Sorry. I don't know, trying to figure out if I need... I pretty much just covered up all the gesso I put on here. And now I'm wondering if I need a little bit here to kind of mellow it out because it's very busy. It's not my usual look. So anyway, I just had this gesso open 5 minutes ago, and okay, it's probably more like 10 minutes ago. But now, sorry, let me put down something here so it doesn't get all over my mat. I bought a new mat a few weeks ago because mine was 20 plus years old and it's just so gross looking. Yeah, I think I like that a little bit more. Just a little bit of white so it's not so busy looking. Let me see here. But you can still see the paper weaving. You can still see my carryover is the recycling paper. I need some white space on there. It's way too busy. Like this area is okay to me. This area is crazy. But yeah, there you can see just a little bit of that. And then I liked this thing that says cultivate kindness, and I like that because you kind of cultivate mushrooms, maybe? I don't know. It seemed to fit for me. All right. There's card 19. Oh, yeah. It needed a little bit of white over here. Now I have it on the... Trying not to get... I don't know, what's the point of having a mat if I'm not going to get it dirty? I'm just trying not to get it disgusting in the first, month I'm using it. Okay, so... There we go, paper weaving. It's in the background. I put a few other things on it. I was feeling like this one came together a little bit easier than some of the other ones in the past few weeks. So, thank you for joining me. Please like, subscribe, ask me any comments if you want. I appreciated this because this is one of my favorite color combos, kind of an orange, turquoise, marigold, I'll call it, kind of mixture. So, all right, see you next week. Thank you.